Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the second episode of my 1 vs 2 times 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I'm playing against 3 separate teams of 2 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Draconian Necromancer, Crogar the Corrupt. In our last episode, which was our first episode, we got started in the game. We started above ground rather than in the Shadow Realm, and we established our first city, and we've just nicely, aggressively taken over this second city here of Dar, which we're now migrating to Ghoul Draconians. And we have a decent start with our army as well here. So we started the game with Cirrus the Nefarious, the Draconian Necromancer, as we always do. As a Necromancer, you always start with a Necromancer hero if you want to recruit them. Crogar himself is at level 3, whereas Cirrus is at level 4. And really, all things considered, we did a really good job. We cleared out a lot of these resource structures around our base, around our starting area. We need to come back up and clear out this Magma Forge as well as maybe this Ancient Ruin up here. And all in all, I'm quite happy with how this is going. The only real negative, and this really still hurts me from last episode, was we lost a Draconian Flyer. But the Draconian Flyer is still here in spirit, as we have this cadaver that is the remnant of that flyer. But boy, that still hurts. I really wish we had hung on to that flyer, but I'm still quite happy with how this is going so far. So anyways, before we get into the action here, I did want to just shout out Casper Eklund. Left another really excellent comment with a lot of great points. The one that I wanted to really mention is Casper had suggested that in the early game as a Necromancer, when you don't have a ton of units that can heal undead and support a stack, so for example, my Necromancer heroes here have heal undead and can therefore maintain a stack of undead units, Casper had said that when you're clearing out these resource structures and you're getting the little units that you can kind of recruit, like for example tigers, or in this case I got a fairy here, a toadstool fairy. When you're getting those units, which are living units, they're not ghouls, and none of your heroes have Archlich yet, meaning that they can convert units into ghouls, it's actually kind of helpful to get these living units because they can heal over time without needing a hero or a reanimator or something like that to maintain that stack. So thank you to Casper for that. I think that's a great suggestion, that getting those units in the early game can kind of give you a bit of a stopgap in the time period between when you have that ability to start producing units that can maintain a stack. So that's a great suggestion, and something I'm going to take advantage of, and I'm starting to here with my tiger and also with this toadstool fairy. So anyways, we were right at the end of our turn, so I think we will continue on here. And we are just jumping into turn 5 here, so now we have to start worrying about those roving units that are going to start appearing here from all these spawning structures. So I definitely want to get up here and start taking this out. We had a bandit hideout here, and then we also had a necromantic circle up here. And this necromantic circle that my cursor is on, that had a Deathbringer unit, which I'm going to try to recruit once I get my heroes leveled up to level 7, and they get greater reanimate undead. So I think the game plan going forward here is going to be keep clearing out these structures, and eventually we're going to try and start recruiting those undead units. I'm going to really keep my eyes peeled for any kind of tomb or anything like that that has undead that I can try and pilfer. Okay, excellent. So we finished Undead Plague, and now we can start researching our next thing. So we've got a few options here. Embrace Darkness is one I definitely want to get my hands on. I'm also now slightly evil, as you saw there, that popped. So if I were to research this, my leaders become dedicated to evil, but that's actually fine because I'm now evil and I'm not going to be turning back, I don't think, anytime soon. So I think what we're going to do here, we have a few options. Hasty Plunder is going to be nice to get eventually as well. I think I'm going to go for an Empire upgrade and go Shrines of Unlife. And the reason I'm doing that is because now that my throne here has finished production of this Builder's Hall, I think I'm going to produce a shrine. And I'm going to do that because our mana income is actually really hurting right now. So I'm going to produce this shrine, which would take 2 turns normally. But I'm going to hurry it. Now, this is one of the awesome things about being a Necromancer, in my opinion, and something that I didn't take full advantage of in my first Necromancer playthrough that I posted, which was my Frostling Necromancer playthrough. But what you can do is you can hurry production as a Necromancer, and you don't have to worry about your city being sad. Typically, it hurts the morale of the city and costs you gold. But for the undead, it actually only costs you a little bit of population and a little bit of gold. Now, fortunately, I have a large surplus of gold from all the raiding I've been doing of these different structures. So I'm going to do this to speed that up to just 1 turn. And all it's doing is hurting me by 50 population, so no big deal there, really. That's a trade I'll make all day. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take full advantage of that while I have the gold surplus there. So let's start working on our little Draconian outpost here. I think we'll do a Harvester's Guild to start with. And just get that going. Alright, so now let's kind of reorganize our stack here. It's a bit of a mess currently. So we have a stack full of our Draconian units here. And this cadaver that used to be a flyer. Oh, that still hurts. Okay, so we want to get our heroes back together. I think we'll head over to this first, and then we'll go up to the Bandit's Den. So let's send Crogar over. And we'll definitely get Cirrus, our gold medal raptor, our flamer I think is going to come with. We'll send our cadaver. Makes a nice bone shield, as I always say. Now, the rest of these units, I have some decisions to make. And one thing I also want to do before I forget, now that there's roving units, I have this Nightmare out here scouting. And this is actually a pretty good unit, so I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a loop here and then start coming back, I think. Okay, and we do... Oh my! Okay, you can probably hear how excited I am. This is a Archon Revenant Dwelling. And as a Necromancer, this is very, very good for me. If I can get a hold of this thing, that will be phenomenal. Phenomenal. I really want this thing in my control. And even better, if I get the ability to reanimate undead, I can come in here and try and grab this Revenant Titan. I can invade them aggressively. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to make peace with them. I'm going to wait. Oh, and we've got another, I notice here we've got another bandit spawner here. Or scoundrel spawner, I should say. But anyway, I'm going to, once my heroes are leveled up, once they're at level 7, excuse me, I'm going to bring both of them over and try and take this over and get as many of these undead on my team. Be nice to get a Revenant Caster as well that has heal undead and can support a stack. So that is a very, very good find. I am very happy about this, and I'm quite glad I sent this unit over to do some scouting. So, but we'll start bringing this Nightmare back because I want to kind of consolidate my troops a little bit. And I think we almost have enough to start splitting my army up. I don't want to split them up just yet, but I think in the near future here I will. So, you know what? Let's do this battle with what we have, maybe. I think we've got enough muscle here in this army to take this out without any trouble. So we'll take out this stack here, or this structure, I should say. So obviously our units are a little bit beat up, and we've got these Tigran Sun Guard, which I have to watch out for. I do not want to mess with them too much. So what I'm going to do is, first things first, I'm going to drop a heal. And I'm going to light up this boar, I think. There we go. And then we're going to bomb the boar. And what I'm expecting is the boar is going to come in and try and kill off my flamer, which I'm just going to revive if that happens. Now, as for these Sun Guard, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my cadaver right there as a bit of a shield. And then I'm going to leave my raptor right there to guard my hero. So let's see what happens. Yep, so there they go for the archers. Just as I expected them to. So we could finish off the boar with our flamer here. And then we can come around and drop a heal. We don't want them dying anytime soon. So, ooh, yeah, and they are very weak to that frost damage, as you can see there. So I think we'll hit them. There we go. And then we're going to stay in defense mode. Let them... Oh, okay, they really want my Draconian Flamers dead there. Boy, you saw those cadavers just put in the work there. That was phenomenal. So, we could come in and do a charge attack here. That actually might be a good idea. So I think we'll do that. We'll come in, charge them, and then I think we will get the kill with our other Necromancer, our Necromancer hero. So there we go, some great experience there. And that's all done. Okay, and we got a boar out of it. So you know what? I'll take that boar because we're actually building up a decent little army here of living units. So not too opposed to that at this point, as you've heard. So we're at level 4 with Crogar, and I think I'm just going to save the points for level 5. We're going to get Bane of the Good, and we're also going to get Control Undead. So there's 2 perks I want at level 5, so we're going to wait. Now, okay, now I have to kind of decide here. How do I want to regroup this army? So we can go up there and clean this out. So we've got... This Raptor is a ghoul, as is this Charger. I think this little guy, we're going to leave him in the town here. He's going to wither away, but if he doesn't have anything protecting him, he's going to start... Or, sorry, anything healing him, he's going to decay away into nothing. Unless he's on a city that has a... the next structure after this, which is an Embalmers Guild. That'll keep him alive, but otherwise he's going to start dying, so... Maybe I'll actually send him up here to join in this battle. And then with these units, I can kind of form a bit of a hodgepodge little army. I think maybe I'll send the... Yeah, and then with this Nightmare as well, I can form a pretty... Won't be a great army, but it'll be at least a decent little squad. So why don't we do that? Now, the question is, where do I want them to go? At some point, it would be nice to come and take out this Goblin City. Maybe wrestle control of that away. So why don't we could head over that way and see what we've got to deal with down there. I think we will... So we'll end our turn there. Boy, this is going really well for us so far, but I don't want to get too excited too early here. So now the next thing I'm going to do, once I'm able to summon this Lost Soul, I'm going to summon the Lost Soul, and then I'm going to... send that Lost Soul out to go exploring. And once it's out exploring, I'm going to try and find some cities that are far away, and I'm going to cast Undead Plague on those cities, because I want to start gaining population. And I don't want to cast it on any of the cities around me, because I'm eventually going to own those cities. Whereas the cities that are far away, I can cast it on them, and actually probably start hurting my opponents, because... due to the far-off nature of those cities, they're probably more likely to be obtained by one of the 6 other players rather than myself. So I'm kind of getting something without any real penalty. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even think of it. I should have done this battle. I should have initiated the battle last turn. Well, you know what, though? Some free experience here. We can do this battle as well. So why don't we do... We'll move a unit in here. That was really stupid of me. I can't believe I didn't initiate that battle. That's okay, though. I mean, we can still get this done. So we will... Actually, we'll send a hero in, because I'm going to probably get some... Might get some items. Oh, and it's saying probable defeat. So maybe we'll abort that attack. You know what? I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk getting killed or anything like that. So I think what I'll maybe do is... We are fighting quite a lot of units there. Geez, that was kind of a whoopsie on my part. Now, because we're able to revive units, I think we'll be okay. I'm going to send the Charger over. And now we'll initiate the battle. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, closely matched. I mean, we may lose a unit or two here, but I think we'll be just fine. And again, I have the ability to revive if any go down, so... Yeah, they really don't want my Draconian Flamers hanging around. Okay, so the good news is a lot of them are coming out to actually engage me, which is beneficial to me because it's exactly what I want. So I'm going to try and use my cadavers as much as possible. Okay, we'll light up these scoundrels and go in for the kill. There we go. And then I think we'll firebomb these guys here, right there. And then we'll send in our chargers and go for the kill. And we didn't quite get it. Now let's see if we can just... Yeah, we'll finish them off there. And we've got one more cadaver left, so this cadaver can wail on that obstacle. Why not? Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to end our turn there. Oh, and you know what? I didn't realize it happened, but I think our little cadaver that was the champion cadaver that used to be the flyer, I think it actually decayed because it was so had such low health after that one battle. I think it actually withered away, so that's really unfortunate. I probably should have manipulated my stacks so that it was guaranteed to get healed, because now, unfortunately, I'm down a really, really good cadaver that had resurgence. So that's kind of unfortunate, but again, not the end of the world. It's just a little bit annoying is all. So this charger is probably going to go down, but I might be able to kind of come in and maybe help out. And if it does go down, of course, I can just drop a revive. So why don't we'll do some damage there. We'll do some more damage here. Can we get the kill? Not quite, so we'll come in and get the charge here. There we go. Excellent. And so we've gotten through. This obstacle is now toast. So we can go through over there. So I think maybe we'll... Let's see, are both my... No. Okay, so we'll send the charger back this way. We'll come in. We'll drop a heal on the charger. And we're going to start sending our units in to deal with this. So the really annoying part is when they shoot my units, they have a chance to cripple them. And that slows their movement, makes them less able to... gives them less movement distance, which is very, very annoying. Nice, got a nice kill with our cadavers there. So that's great. We'll send in our chargers there to kind of just tank some damage, as they're probably going to take a hit, I suspect. Okay, we're going to hit these scoundrels for some big damage. Excellent. And we'll move up and try and get in some damage here. There we go. Excellent. Another kill. And then we can charge in at these ones here. Now, remember, these... Oh, they're going to die from the being on fire, so it doesn't matter. But they have sprint, so you can't just lock them down with a melee unit like that. But that fire is going to kill them next turn, so I don't really have to worry. Yeah, they're lighting up my heroes. So yeah, there they go. They're dead. Alright, so... Oh, look at that damage. Excellent. We'll get the kill here with Crogar, I think. There we go. And that's the battle. Probably should have done a little bit more maneuvering. Maybe I could have eaten a corpse with my cadaver or something. But all in all, that was a pretty good battle. Got that dealt with. Goblin Marauder and a short sword. I will take this just to have the Goblin Marauder. I don't really need the sword, but what the heck, we'll give it to our hero. But having this little Marauder is going to be great for our stack here. So we will send our Marauder down to join up with this little stack here. I do need a unit on this city here. Pronto. Okay, so here we go. We've hit level 5. This is great. So now we get Bane of the Good and Control Undead. And we'll kind of go over what that does. So Bane of the Good. I really, really like this one. All units in the hero's army gain Unholy Champion. And what is Unholy Champion, you might ask? Well, deal an additional 5 fire damage against animal, devout, fey, and dedicated to good units. This is particularly useful when you're clearing structures. So, for example, when we were clearing this structure, there were some fey and some animals. So that would be awesome. You're doing a whole bunch of extra damage. And it's not just your hero, it's all the units in the stack that get it. So that's fantastic. Now, of course, this hero has to be leading the stack, and I think if I put them in, I think by default Crogar will lead the stack. Yeah, so Crogar is leading the stack there if I zoom in. But he's about to hit level 5 as well, so that's excellent. Alright, so we're going to leave that charger behind. And we're going to start heading in. Can we get to the... Oh, we can't quite get to the haste berries. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to head up here. We're going to clear out the Magma Forge, clear out the Ancient Ruin. Might even go up here, clear out the Watchtower, and then we can go see maybe we can... I don't think we're going to be at level 7 by that point, which is kind of unfortunate, but that would be the ideal. So we'll group up there. All right, so now we've finished the... You can see there now we've actually got positive mana income, which is great for us. So now let's do an Embalmers Guild. We can do that in 2 turns. That's quite production efficient because we're getting 52 per turn. This one's 100 to do, 75 plus 25. So that's quite efficient. We're not having a ton of waste. Although, you know what? I would really like a Siege Workshop to get more production. Let's see. Let's think about this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the Siege Workshop. And you know what? Let's rush it. Let's just get this going. I'm going to really take advantage of that while I have a decent chunk of gold there. I really, really like the ability with Necromancers that you don't have to worry about morale in your city. Now, of course, I am losing population, but Necromancer cities tend to grow pretty slowly anyway, which is why here next turn I'm going to summon this guy and try and offset that loss with some spells. And of course, it may go to this city too, but I mean, whatever. Because the population gain from Undead Plague will go to the nearest city that you own. So if I have cities maybe down south, maybe then it'll go to this one. But realistically, it's probably going to end up here. But that's okay. Again, I just want more population coming in. So that's going to be the game plan here. I probably should also make maybe a shrine in this city as well. And this is really good. This is going to increase the amount of mana we're getting from the shrine and also increase the population from that shrine. So that'll offset any loss that we're having from rushing production or anything like that. So I'm very, very happy with this Shrines of Unlife, I should say, research. It's very, very useful for me at this point. Okay. Ooh, and we've got a quest from the Goblin City. We might be able to take advantage of that. And we've also got race governance for Draconians. Let's see. All shrines are 35 gold cheaper to build. That is kind of nice. Or we can make our flamers a little bit stronger, more defense, more health. This one's a tricky call. I mean, it would be nice to have the shrines be cheaper. Although flamers are, I mean, the Draconian flamers are great, but you know, having more health and defense isn't really all that useful in many ways because I'm keeping them back, right? I tend to use them more, obviously, like, you know, you don't send your archers right in, typically. So I'm not as excited about this. If this was, they do additional damage, I would take it in a heartbeat. But in this instance, and I really do like them being stronger, but I don't really care that much about their health and their defense as much. So I think I'm actually going to take the shrines being cheaper. I mean, again, you can debate, you know, leave a comment if you agree or disagree with that. I mean, again, that's, you know, maybe a bit of a personal preference, but that's kind of my evaluation. Okay, so now we got more choices for research here. So, I really want to get Vampiric Hunger. This is a really good ability. It basically gives lifesteal to all of my ghoul, irregular, infantry, and pikeman units, which is just insanely powerful. Ooh, I want this one bad. It's 12 turns, though. That's a long time. But with my battling, because I have Whispers of the Fallen up and running, you know what? I think we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do Vampiric Hunger. That's a really good upgrade. All right, so now it's Lost Soul time. So I think what we're going to do is, I want that treasure chest as well. So why don't we summon him there. We're going to send him down this way. And then we'll go scout for some cities. So we'll grab the treasure chest. And then we'll keep heading down. We'll find some cities that are far away. And we will start casting, once we have some more mana, of course, we'll start casting Undead Plague here, which is going to be the game plan. And of course, we have Whispers of the Fallen running already. Let's just double check that that's running. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, that's a that's, again, one of my favorite early game spells because we get that extra knowledge income anytime we do a battle and any battles that are in our visual range, basically. We could send this Temple Guard up to help here. I don't think we really need it, but might be nice just to have a little bit of extra help in that battle. So yeah, we don't have any extra mana here to do anything with at the moment. Oh yeah, let's see what this quest is before we do anything else. Tell me more. So they want a watchtower raised. You know what? I think we'll accept. Yeah, and it's not that far off, so that'll allow us to, we can go scout through their area, see kind of how strong they are, and get a reward there potentially. We'll send this charger down to... Actually, you know what? The charger should probably stay with my stack up here, because of course as an undead it's not going to heal. So maybe we'll send the tiger down here actually. Again, I don't want to leave my throne unguarded, especially with that spawner right there, but we will have this temple guard going back. So maybe what we'll do is, we do have this charger raptor there. I think I'll have to keep that for now just to have an extra muscle in that squad. I think we'll send the tiger down there, because that way we've got living unit, living unit, living unit, living unit, and just one undead who can't heal. So that'll at least keep that stack okay. I'll just have to try not to let that raptor take too much damage. Alright, so enough yammering. Let's get to some battling. So first things first, we'll take out this magma forge. And then once this magma forge is dealt with, we can move on to that ancient ruin. And hopefully we'll get a good item reward of some kind from that. So... okay, this cadaver's in kind of rough shape. So we'll send the cadaver in as a wonderful little sacrifice, I think. Crogar's going to move in along with Cirrus. Send our raptor in. Nice gold metal raptor there. Quite a strong unit. So we're dealing with a prospector with his little ranged attack there. He can throw some stones. Engineer, this blunderbuss attack can kind of mess me up. And the flashbang, if it hits my ranged units, can limit their ability to use their ranged attacks. And then, of course, the Sun Guard's a nasty business for cavalry. And with that Sun Shield is pretty resistant to attack from the front, of course. But fortunately, Tigrans are a little bit weak to frost, and with Black Bolts I can actually do some decent damage to them. Right, we'll move our Flamer in. Oh, and look at that, we can get some nice damage on that Prospector. That's excellent. Moving our Cadaver in. Move our Temple Guard in along to support our Raptor. And we will move Crogar in over here, because I want some help for our Raptor in case the Raptor needs help. And then we'll move up this way, and I think we'll end our turn there. Okay, so some rocks are hitting our archers, no big deal there. Oh, and they did get blinded. And I think that's going to really limit... yeah, so you can see there, that really limits their ability to use their ranged attack. So that's a pretty annoying little effect. So I think we're actually going to kind of use these guys as a bit of a sacrifice, and we can just revive them, so it's not a big deal. You can see here they can't even use their attack without hurting themselves too, so that's actually really unfortunate. I think we'll just maybe leave them. We'll use our Cadaver as a sacrifice up there. We will light up this Sun Guard though. There's some big damage there. We'll bring our Raptor over here as a support for our heroes. I'm expecting maybe a blunderbuss shot on my heroes down there. Oh, okay. Interesting. So our hero took some damage, nothing too crazy. We can just blop that guy there, no big deal. So our archers are not feeling super great, as you can see. But our flamer, I should say, we can come in and just do a flank punch there. And then I think we'll be able to come in and get the kill. Yeah, no problem there. Now we'll send in our raptors. Send in our Temple Guard there. And then before this is over, I want to do some healing, because look at my units are in kind of rough shape at the moment. So let's do... yeah, we'll do this. And then we will also... you know what? Let's just heal them up. There we go. Nice and healthy. Come in and get a nice flank attack with our Temple Guard. And then... yeah, we can just get the kill with our Flamers. And there we go. So all in all, that's a pretty good battle. Oh, and I forgot to... Oh, that was a mistake. I forgot to revive my cadaver. Geez, that's unfortunate. And he was a silver medal, too. I mean, oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. But, yeah, that was a mistake. I completely forgot to revive him. Well, anyway, let's focus on what we do have. So, again, Crogar is now level 5, which means Bane of the Good and Control Undead. So that's excellent for Crogar, which means this stack is going to have it now. So we are going to send the Temple Guard back, though. So that's kind of unfortunate, because now we're going to have to use our Raptor as a bit of a tank, which is fine. I mean, he's strong enough to do so, and we're going to send this Charger up to join, I think. Yeah. And then, so let's see what we've got in here. I think we can win this battle. It's going to be tough, though. This won't be an easy one. One of my favorite things about Mass Curse is that it doesn't affect undead, so my undead units won't be affected. Now, because my leaders aren't undead yet, they're not liches yet, they will be affected by this curse, but my Raptor and my Flamer won't be. So let's do this. I think we're going to try for another Cadaver. Boy, I should have... That was a mistake there. I completely spaced out on getting my Cadaver there back. Because once they're a gold medal Cadaver, they're really nice, because then they have Resurgence, so you can just send them in to die. I think I was almost treating it like it was a gold medal one, and when it wasn't. So that was my mistake there. Again, you know, it's pretty easy to just have little brain slips in this game. If you're not paying attention, keeping up with it, you can really... We're going to send our Raptor in there to slow up the ogres. Let's hit up these spider babies. I really don't want them webbing anybody. Come on, good roll. Yes, okay, we got them. Just needed them dead. I didn't want them interfering here. Oh. Oh, dang, and we lost our leader. That was a big mistake on my part. Ouch. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I wasn't paying enough attention. I really didn't think they were going to break off like that. Dang. Well, just goes to show again, you know, you get cocky and look what happens. So, all right, we'll do that. So our Raptors are in kind of rough shape here. Let's do that. Oh, and then now that Ogre's got a free shot on Cirrus. I don't think he'll be able to kill him, but he's going to probably come right in and wail on him. Okay, went for the archers. No problem there. Boy, you know, I almost would have preferred... Well, you know what? It's okay. I mean, it just means that our spellcasting and our research is going to be delayed now. That's a real shame. I should have probably done a Cadaver there as well. Yikes, that's annoying. Okay, so we did get some good stuff there. So our spellcasting is going to be delayed a little bit. It's kind of unfortunate. I think we'll just sell off this sword. We don't really need it. There we go. So yeah, now our mana income is terrible. And does that mean that our... Okay, no, we're still okay there, but... So, I think in this city we're going to do a shrine, because we need it now for mana. Yeah, losing Crogar, that's a real oopsie there. Yeah, and this research is not going to progress unless we get research from battles. So I made a few mistakes here, which is really unfortunate. We can't do any casting either. So that's a real shame. That really kind of hurts us a bit. So let's do maybe an Embalmers Guild. Oh, but you know, I'm really tempted to just get the Masters Guild for that extra production. You know what, though? A Temple might be the smart move, because we are kind of hurting now for mana. Yeah, let's do the Temple. Oh, and we don't... Oh, but right, we don't have enough mana for that. Okay, yeah, let's just do the Masters Guild then. And we won't rush it. We'll let that one take its time. So we'll bring in our Nightmare. And the Nightmare isn't undead, even though it's an evil creature. It's not undead, so I should be able to take advantage of it in this stack down here. I could maybe replace the... Actually, you know what? Let's do that. I'm going to bring the Raptor back, and I'll replace it with the Nightmare. Yeah, that's going to be the game plan there. Okay. Well, at least I was able to summon this one Lost Soul before losing Crogar like that. Boy, that was sloppy. Again, though, it's not devastating. It's just really unfortunate, and it does suck that we're now behind on research a little bit. You know, obviously against Emperor AI, we're at a deficit anyway, so that's just more deficit to be in. Now, I'm starting to kind of worry. There's going to probably be some undead coming at my throne here pretty soon, I'm guessing. Although if I bring this army in, maybe I can make some friends, because I now have control undead. I don't think I can use it on the Deathbringer, however, because the Deathbringer, I think has mind control immunity or something like that. So I don't think I'm able to use control undead to get a hold of it. Plus, it would have a very low chance because as a tier 3 unit, the Deathbringer has higher resistance. So I'm still going to have to wait until I hit level 7 before I'm able to get a hold of that Deathbringer, if I still want to do that. Again, losing Crogar, geez, that's a pain. But you know what? We're going to persevere. We're going to move through it. Again, I'm only human and I make mistakes, so let's see. We're gonna hold off here on this turn. We've stabilized our mana, which is good. And let's grab this treasure. Nice. There are some mana crystals over there which I could go grab, but I think it's going to be more valuable for me to just keep exploring here. Okay. There we go. And now, yeah, we're going to send this unit up here to the city for now. And then I think we're going to head upward. Let's go clear out this watchtower and get a little bit more vision. We'll send the raptor in to back up as well. So this little unit, I want them. And we're going to send the charger up to help as well. So let's go up that way. And then the nightmare is going to come down here. So there we go. This is actually working out not too terribly for me. I just really want Crogar back. Okay, we'll be able to take this city out. It won't be easy. We'll be able to do it eventually. So let's move down and we can try for this quest here with this little stack. And we'll bring the nightmare to join them as well. And that's going to end our turn. It sucks not being able to cast anything, though. I did want to start casting another Lost Soul. And then obviously not having the leader around, that's just sucks because that's more leveling opportunities that Crogar doesn't get to take advantage of. And then the research pain of that too. But you know what? In a way, it's probably better that I lost Crogar rather than losing this Necromancer, because that would have cut my stack support in half permanently rather than temporarily. All right. So there are, you know, again, eventually I want to clear out this dungeon. That would be in the realm of this city once it grows. It's going to be nice getting this ancient ruin eventually as well. So my throne is going to have a lot of good stuff attached to it, in this city as well. I'm going to have to use my spells to turn these into the undead farms that benefit my undead cities rather than my living city. All right, let's go take a peek at this watchtower here. How well defended? Not very well defended. We could probably win with that stack. Can we get the raptor in there? No, we can't. Yeah, what the heck? Let's do it. I think we'll win. We're just gonna have to really keep my unit. We just gotta watch out for these pounce attacks because I really don't want to lose my hero, obviously. So, fortunately, they hung back, which is great. So what we'll do here is we'll throw a firebomb. We'll come in and go after the Prowler. The Prowler's the most dangerous of the enemies here, just because it's a higher tier unit. So, oh, I'm really scared of that. I'm tempted to run back rather than engage here. Maybe I'll go around this way. Just do a little bit there. A little bit more protected. I'm really scared of these guys coming in and pouncing on me, though. Okay, good. They went after the... That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So now I can kill the Prowler. No problem there. My Raptors can kill one of these cheetahs. I think maybe they'll kill this one. There we go. Now my archers are going to die, my flamers, but that's fine. I can just revive them. No worries there. There we go. Alright, so now we will come in and we'll take out the cheetah there. And we can revive the flamer. I have to be careful though. I don't want... Yeah, we'll revive the flamer. Don't want them to die though, and they might. If they, if they go down, I'll turn them into a cadaver. I don't really want to, but... Oh, nice. Okay, they were able to survive. So there we go. Okay, so now we got really nice vision. We can actually see this orc city a little bit. And so let's start, we'll start returning this way. And we are now level 6, so we're getting pretty close. And I think we'll save that point for level 7. So now, why don't we'll go down and we'll clear out these structures here, and that should be enough for us to hopefully hit level 7. Yeah, I don't think this stack is kind of hodgepodge. I don't think it's really strong enough to deal with most of these structures. I think we'll bundle up there, and then next turn we'll hit that. All right, let's just keep exploring here. We've got some production resources. That's always nice. One nice thing if you're exploring with one of these units, you can hang out in the water, and you tend to be a little bit safer than on land from roving units. Although there are roving water units you always have to watch out for, of course. Okay, so what do we want to do now? I don't want to spend mana on anything because we're very low. So why don't we'll make a hatchling just to have something in the city. Obviously, I don't want it completely barren. And you know what? We'll leave these units right here, and then when they come down and around, we'll group up. Let's take a peek. Yeah, so it has mind control immunity, which is going to prevent me from having any opportunity to use control undead. Otherwise, I would probably just go and attack this, because I really do want this Deathbringer. So yeah, we're going to just hold off. We're going to keep them right there. And again, we're going to move down this way. There we go. And Crogar, I'll be back as well next turn, which is... Oh, whoops. I guess I forgot to cancel the order on that guy, so... No big deal there, it's just a little bit annoying. So yeah, sometimes if you've ordered them to do something and then you end, it'll initiate all the orders that were pending when you end your turn, so I just forgot to cancel that order. So let's get Crogar back. Keep working on Vampiric Hunger. I'm just going to take a quick drink here while this is going on. So now in terms of getting to that orc city, I'm going to have to... Maybe when this is done, I'll research the ability to go on water to embark. Then I could head over there and maybe try and take this city over. Looks like it's kind of... Might be on a little peninsula there. It's kind of hard to tell, or that might just be its own little island. Again, this is a continents map type, so there's some water, but not... There's still big chunks of land, as you can see here. Like, this is its own little continent. The nice thing is I'm pretty well defended. If I could eventually... Maybe I'll get a builder going at some point. I'll throw a watchtower right on here by the bridge, and then I can see if anybody's coming that way. And once I have this city, I'll be able to see if anybody's coming down that way. And then, I can throw something on over here maybe, and I'll have... Or the city will just grow. And I'll have a really nice ability to see everything around me. Oh, that's a shame, If I had moved that way, I could have intercepted this unit and tried to get some of them on my team. Okay, we're going to move down here. Move there. So, awesome. We now have Crogar. Oh, and we've got a hero offering to join. And it's a Necromancer. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Bahir the Beast Slayer. Level 2 Necromancer. Let's take a peek at his talents. So despite some of my mistakes, this game is still going very well for us. So Bahir the Beast Slayer is a monster slayer and an animal slayer, as you would expect. So come on in, bud. We'll take you for sure. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So he's got some unspent points. We'll grab protection from light. That way when he leads his own stack, he's got that extra spirit and fire protection. One of my favorites to take early. So, okay, now we got some decisions to make. So, let's see. Crogar's at level 5. Suppose we could go here and deal with this, but I think we'll just We'll send Crogar up here. Bahir will go that way too. I suppose we could actually send Bahir down to join this stack. You know, maybe that's not a bad plan, now that I think about it. But you know what, let's do that. I mean, it is a little risky sending him by himself, but I think he'll be fine. I don't think there's a ton roaming around just yet. I could even send this unit back up to join, but I think we'll just send Bahir down to join them. In the meantime, why don't we... you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. How are we doing for time on this quest? We still got 7 turns to do that. No worries there. So that's not going anywhere just yet. With a hero with them, I think they'll do well. You know what? We could even clear out some of these structures if we needed. So you know what? Maybe we'll send this... Excuse me. We'll send this unit up here. Yeah, we could clear this out for sure. So we'll group up next turn with the hero. So that's actually worked out really well for us. Alright, so we're starting to run a little bit low on gold. Like, we don't have a massive surplus or anything like that. So I don't want to go too crazy with production here at this point. So I'm going to hold off in this city. I don't want to make anything just yet. So why don't we'll keep exploring this way. See what we find. Ooh, and there's a tomb. That's good to know. So if we keep moving down this way, we can eventually raid that tomb for some undead units. So keep that in mind. I'll mark that kind of in my brain. And we'll just keep Crogar chilling. Okay, so now we're able to start summoning up some units, but we don't have enough mana, so we'll just hold off for a turn here. Once we have this Masters Guild finished, I think maybe we'll try and make a temple. Oh, I hear some flying. I don't like that sound. That's not a good sound. And again, I want to head over here once I hit level 7 and make those friends. I want to do that before anybody else gets there. I don't think I have to worry too much about that, but you never do know. Another thing, I should start casting Undead Plague, and I'll throw it on a city. Maybe I can find one over here or something. I'm also going to keep my eyes peeled for any gold or mana I can pick up with this guy as well. I probably should have picked up these mana crystals over here at some point with that Lost Soul, but oh well. So yeah, you know, definitely made some blunders this game, that's for sure already, but I'm still quite happy with how this is going. You know, you just really got to focus on not being sloppy. And again, sometimes I just especially when things are going well, I get sloppy. You know, it's easy to kind of let your guard down in this game, that's for sure. Fortunately, no permanent damage was really done. You know, we got Crogar back. He's had his time in the void. He doesn't want to go back, so we don't want to send Crogar back there. Eventually, as a Necromancer, I can unlock a Phylactery, which means that if Crogar dies, he comes back very quickly, which is really nice. And I don't lose any research or spellcasting while he's there. Okay, so we're getting attacked by these Lost Souls. I'm going to have an opportunity here to potentially gain one of them as a new friend, so I'm going to try for that. First things first, let's heal up our boy there. We're going to just let them come right to us. I'm in no rush, so take your time, Lost Souls. And there's one dead. Alright, so let's go try and make friends. Can we... Yeah, we're just going to try for one of them here. Oh, and we got it! Heck yeah! That's fantastic. You know what? Let's get some experience with our new friend. There he is. So that's excellent. We just made a new unit. And that free little Lost Soul. And what you'll notice is because we recruited him that way, this Lost Soul requires gold upkeep rather than mana upkeep. Ooh, and we have a quest from these undead. They want some fairies dealt with. You know what? Let's do that quest for them. Oh, and they would give us a Titan already? Are you kidding me? Wow, yeah, we're going to do that quest for you. No worries there. All right, well, we're going to head right over there. So now we got Blood Moon. Melee attacks do an extra 3 damage. You know, it pains me, but I'm almost tempted to just go and kill this thing because it's going to keep spawning units that can mess with me there, and I really don't want that. Oh, I don't want to do this before I hit level 7, but I think I'm going to have to because I really don't want this pestering my city. So I think that's what we're going to do. But anyway, let's do some of this first. So here we go. We can do this battle. I want to use him to summon up a cadaver as a meat shield, or a bone shield, as I always say. Yeah. Oh, it pains me to do this. I think I'm gonna have to do it though, because I really don't want. Yeah, we're gonna have this Lost Soul do some scouting, so it's not gonna actually join my army. I'll send the Charger in to help me in this battle. There we go. Oh my gosh, I don't want to do this, but I don't want to leave this here. I really don't. So the good news is I can at least try and make some more Lost Soul friends. So our cavalry here are going to be our main method of attack for this one. Now I have to watch out. They have Shadow Step, which is a pretty nasty ability. It can basically have them jump in behind me. Yeah, okay, they already used it. That's totally fine. Saves me the worry of having to deal with that. So, alright, so let's focus on the Deathbringer. I really don't want the Deathbringer hanging around. So you can see here, yeah, totally can't use Control Undead. It's a bit of a shame, but this is going to gain, and yeah, not a lot of damage from Black Bolts. Let's build up a charge here, come in. There we go, we got the kill, no worries there. And then let's go make a friend if we can. Oh, and it failed. Well, you must die then. And we'll come in here and we will make a little cadaver out of that. And it's already got a medal, so that's kind of nice. And I think we'll just throw that there. I want to keep this around so that I can try and control undead. Okay, and we can drop a heal for some extra experience. There we go. And let's try for new friend. Oh, and it failed with a 70% chance. Ouch. Let's see, who needs the experience? This guy probably does. Yeah, this raptor needs some experience. Actually, this crusher, let's see. That's pretty close. Let's get it with the crusher. There we go. Okay. Pained me to do it, but at least it's dealt with. Blight Protection Forestry, 1 defense. You know, I'm going to take this just for that extra mana, because we're hurting so much for mana. A little extra defense never hurt anybody, too. That's a good thing to have. So that domain invasion was just those undead coming at me. So, unfortunately, we didn't make any new friends, which is a bit of a bummer. But I think, I'm tempted to go try that dungeon, but I don't think I want to risk that just yet. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to send this stack over and immediately start trying to deal with this quest over here, because if we can get that Titan this early, that would be incredible. Not to mention, by the time we get there, we'll probably be at level 7. So we can maybe invade the city and take the Titan there as well. So let's try this battle. Now we may lose 1 or 2 of our units here, but I am going to use my cadaver option to see what I can do here. Alright, so Toadstool Fairy has some really nice attack here. Fire and shock, as well as frost. Now we're going to have fire resistance here because of the Hellhound, but the Nightmare has lifesteal, which is going to be useful here, I think. Do a bit there. Nightmare's immune to fire, too, which is really helpful for us. We'll use our boars are probably the least exciting of our units, so I'm going to have them kind of be a bit of a sacrifice if necessary. Ooh, fumbled the attack. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, so I'm expecting them to come in and attack and them to come in and attack. Nice, that lifesteal on full display there. That's excellent. Okay, so now we can blast the heck out of these hellhounds. Oh, we fumbled the attack. That's a real shame. Kind of borked that just a little bit. All right, let's see if we can get the kill. There we go. We'll get that kill. No problem there. And then, why don't we put the Nightmare there. We'll put the Tiger there. And then we can put the Boar here. Now we may lose the Boar. That's totally fine. I'm going to just turn them into a cadaver anyway. So, that's acceptable. And now we can beat the crap out of this Hellhound with our Nightmare and that beautiful lifesteal effect. Get the kill with our cadaver and get a level up, which is always a good thing. And let's move aside here and blast the heck out of them. There we go, level up with our fairies. So all in all, pretty good battle. Not going to complain there. And a level up there for, yeah, for that fairy, which is good. And now, why don't we head up? Oh, and we can do this battle too. A couple of our units are hurt, but I think we'll manage it. Actually, you know, this will be a hard one. If we use our cadaver effectively, I think we'll be okay, though. Those cadavers, boy, they are, as much as they're kind of considered a trash unit, I think they're actually really fantastic. Because you can use them so effectively as a shield and as a sacrifice, and then also you have all these abilities that allow you to keep bringing them back, right? Which is extremely, extremely useful. So we want to keep our Nightmare alive, because that Nightmare is going to be gain a big benefit for us. So these War Grinders are going to be our #1 concern, I would say. So let's do this, and if the Tiger goes down, I'm not too choked. Do I could put the Tiger on defense here to, I think maybe I'll retreat the Nightmare kind of back just a bit. There we go, get some extra damage there. And then, boy, am I tempted. I'm tempted to throw that Tiger in. I mean, it would basically be a sacrifice. I think we'll do this. Okay, now let's see what happens. I'm expecting they're going to charge in and probably go for... Yeah, okay, so the Tiger was going to die either way. Oh, going after the hero. Don't like that. So the War Grider died along with my Tiger. So I can wound the Skewer pretty heavily. Or I can kill the Skewer outright, which is what I'm going to do. And then we will move up, eat the corpse. And then with our Nightmare... Oh, that Blight weakness is pretty gross, actually. We'll use our Marauder as a stop over there. And then, let's see, how much does this do? Okay, like nothing. So we'll charge in here. There we go. And then we'll try and get the kill this way. And we did. Excellent. Okay, I think we're going to be just fine now. Perfect. Okay, so that went well. Had to be a little bit tricky in that battle. We did lose our Tiger, unfortunately, but no big deal. Now, this is the beautiful part. We did get to level 3, and we get Lesser Reanimate Undead, which means that we'll now have another opportunity to revive our Cadaver when it goes down. I think I'm going to maybe leave this battle alone, because well, with the Toadstool Fairy and the elemental attack of Bahir, I could maybe do it. Well, you know what? We'll leave Bahir there, and we'll think about it. Oh, and I see a... Yes, we will take this. We're just going to keep on... Ooh, and what kind of city is this? A little halfling city. I think that is going to require some undead plaguery. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I really don't like halflings. I got a little bit of a bone to pick with them, so it's far enough away that I think I'm going to do that. And, you know, in the intervening 2 turns, I could explore a little bit more with this guy. Maybe I'll find a city even further away. Okay, so they've opened their borders because of that quest. Okay, so now we finished the Masters Guild in our throne. So now we get to decide. We don't have enough mana to produce a temple, so mana is becoming an issue, that's for sure. So rather than doing any mana related structures, why don't we do... Oh yeah, and everything's going to take some mana. I suppose we could delay this spell by another turn if we really wanted, because I do want to start producing something. I mean, I guess we could make a wall, and then eventually have a stone wall to increase the domain. Boy, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't have any items yet that are going to be worth a ton of mana. Let me check. How much would these be worth if I were to sell them? Yeah, I only get 10 mana for that. I think they're better off being there. What about these ones? What if I sell this? I'd get 10. That would give me 25. I would have enough to build an Embalmers Guild. Maybe we'll do that. I mean, again, these early game items, they're useful, but I think I'd rather have... So let's sell that. Sell that. Now we have 25, which is enough for us to build the Embalmers Guild. And that'll be good. That'll help increase the growth of the city, which is good for us. And if we produce any units, they'll be embalmed, which makes them a bit stronger. Kind of makes up for the fact that they're ghouls. I suppose we could generate some mana in the city rather than... Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. That'll give us a little more to deal with in the next turn. So this little guy here can just chill. And that's going to do it for our turn here. And I think we're going to call that an episode right there. So we're at turn 11. Let's just zoom out and take a peek at our situation. So we had a lot of good things happen, and we had a couple more blunders, but nothing devastating. I'm really looking forward to taking advantage of this Archon Revenant dwelling over here. That's going to be my main goal here. I want to just start pumping out eventually Wraith King units. Boy, those things are powerful. Really, really looking forward to that. So what we're going to do here, we're going to save this as episode 2. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.